Welcome boys. Okay, in this video we're going to be removing the fender on our '03 Dakota and preparing it for replacement. I have the new fender in. It's primer only, so it does still need painted. But I need to get some parts off, because while I'm at it, we're going to paint this thing that was destroyed after maybe putting a little bit of filler in some damaged parts. And ditto for the one in the back, as it seems the weather has gotten to this one, along with some damage, so we can repaint both of those to better match the body, and then repaint the new fender. So, I'm going to have to find all the fasteners, assuming this is one. The inner liner is attached to the fender. I'll have to remove that. Since I got to replace the exhaust manifold anyway, that'll be its own video. Gives better access. Anything here securing it. So we got some bolts down in there, up here, over there. We have where the computer and everything, and these brackets are attached to the fender. This ground. So all that's going to have to come off, so I guess I'm going to disconnect the battery. Probably be a good idea. So we'll do all that, and I'll just set you up so you can just watch me do it in fast mode. If I have to add anything, any tips or tricks, then I'll interject or voice over. But for now, it's removing fasteners. Should be as easy as search for them all, and if you try to pull it apart and it's not going, search some more for some other fasteners. Alright, let's dig in. Recording just so I can see how everything's screwed and plugged and bolted in here. We have Phillips screws here, except this is a Torx for the mud flap. And we have these plastical things that look like they're threaded here, 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 missing something there, under there, there. I'm not sure what that's about. And then we have Torx here, here, here. A plug here. Torx. I don't know how well I'm picking that up with the sun in the way. That's everything for this plastical deal. And my splash guards there. This should just come out, and then I should be able to easily get the fender out if there's something in here holding it in. Alright, I have removed the fender flare and the liner. The liner is held together by a bunch of these plastical rivets. So you will destroy them all getting them out. Obviously, with the exception of this one, is the only one that was saved. Everything else I simply just pried and cut the head off, and that's how I got her out. So do make sure you have some other push pins to put back in place later. I have a whole big collection of them I got from Harbor Freight, I think. They sell them in a big kit, different sizes of push pins and little Christmas tree looking things. So I'll just replace them with those. So that's what it looks like. So again, in one next video we'll be figuring out if we're leaking from the flange or the manifold, and then replace whichever gasket necessary. In the meantime, now that we got that out of the way, we can go ahead and start taking all the bolts off that hold this fender in place. Antenna, all that's got to come out. And then we'll be well on our way to getting this thing road ready again. Alright, I can see these are different sizes. So we have the 10 mils up here. We have these not so pointy 13 mils, two of them. Right here on the other side of this support beam, and we've got three pointy ones that are slightly longer that are further down by the harness that we can't see here. And it looks like the ones underneath it here are going to be the same. Long, pointy ones. So I'm probably not going to remember that. But I might. So the bottom one's also completely different. It is completely flat. So we have the short pointies I mentioned earlier that are 13s, the pointy 10s, the super pointy 13s, and then a flat 13 for the bottom. Okay, boys, that's how you get the fender off. I just need to figure out how to get this antenna off. So I'll consult the manual and then come right back, show you how that's done. Because I'm not quite sure. I guess maybe I need to get some pliers or vice grips and just twist that deal, but I'll let you know for sure. But for now, I can definitely see where my exhaust leak is coming from. I'm assuming there's supposed to be two nuts on there. So I believe these are bolts. That is a stud. The bottom one's a stud. The nut over it. So I'm assuming the ones on the ends are also supposed to be studs with nuts. Maybe they snapped off. I don't know. That'll be its own video. And then we also have some rust repair I need to do. But I'll be back with this antenna removal, and then we'll call this fender removal a success. Be right back. Okay, boys, the fender is off. So I was right. This little chrome ring did have to come off. There's supposed to be a tool you use. I can go in here and grip these 3 points and then spin it off. Not having that tool, however, I just wrapped this in tape to minimize the amount of damage done and then vice gripped it off after spraying a little bit of a penetrating lube down in there. So I also need to transplant that onto the new fender, so I can either buy a new chrome ring or kind of file down the damaged area. We'll burn that bridge when we get there, but now you know, for whenever you do it, you will need a tool if you don't want to do any damage. So okay, that's it. That is fender removal. Not too difficult. Just make sure you take everything apart, label everything, put it in bags, and then the next video will be me removing this exhaust manifold. and then trying to get rid of this exhaust leak. And then confirm there's supposed to be studs here, but I guess they snapped off. So I don't know if they're threaded all the way through, hopefully, because I guess the only option I have is try to get some nuts that'll fit over that are threaded correctly, and then maybe put one on the, like put two of them on there and then squish them together, kind of like a lock nut, you know, like a jam nut, I guess, on a tie rod, and then maybe I can back it out. Well, that's the only option I have. If not, we're boned, and we're just going to have to listen to that annoying sound forever. So we'll do that next video. I'm going to do this rust repair off camera, and then we'll get to painting and getting the new fender in, getting the new headlights in, and then we'll just be waiting on the bumper at that point from Iron Bull Bumpers. Alright, catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, boys. Peace.